Talking with Ginny Allen here at, excuse me, at the ABA TechShow. Who are you, Ginny? What do you do?
Well, I am Vice President of GrowPath. We are a new practice management platform targeting plaintiffs' firms. We were actually developed by a plaintiffs' firm out of North Carolina. And we're actually launching next month. So we're new to the market, but we were here because our Chief Product Officer, Eric Sanchez, had the opportunity to speak yesterday on next generation technologies.
What's your background? How did you get into this? I mean, working in a legal technology company now.
So I was a non-traditional lawyer before it was cool to be a non-traditional lawyer. So I practiced for a few years and then had a long career in marketing and business development. And then had my own marketing consulting company for lawyers for a few years before joining GrowPath last year.
So you've been working with GrowPath for about a year?
That's right. Yep.
What do you think? How do you like it?
You know, I love it. One of the reasons that I joined the company is because it really solves the nuanced problems of plaintiffs' firms.
Right.
Because it was developed by a big plaintiffs' firm, they really understand kind of the intricacies of the practice. And so Eric Sanchez actually ran the plaintiffs' firm for 20 years. And so his expertise is really packaged into the software. So it's a product that I'm really excited about, I'm really passionate about, because I really like helping lawyers. And so
What makes, I mean, I was a plaintiff's trial lawyer. What would make it different, having a solution that's dedicated to plaintiff's trial lawyers, plaintiff's lawyers, using, something like Clio or Rocket Lawyer, other types of practice management solutions?
Sure. So, for example, we have a patented algorithm in our intake software. So as a plaintiff's lawyer, you have to really identify high-value cases quickly.
Right.
So our intake software, our intake module, will actually allow the firm to customize their own kind of formula, their own algorithm, apply objective data to kind of subjective inputs, or maybe it's the other way around.
Right.
But anyways, so you can really pull the high-value intakes quickly and triage the leads and get them to an attorney so the attorney can sign them and not just do kind of a first-in, first-out method.
Right.
Yeah.
So you bring, I mean, in the old days, it would be if somebody calls a telephone number, if it's my assistant or a secretary answering it, they're making some immediate calls.
Right.
In their own minds, is this good, bad, or indifferent?
That's right.
Get that off to somebody as soon as possible.
That's
whether
right.
It's a lawyer, private investigator, that type of thing. So the world has changed.
That's right.
And so a lot of this is coming in through the internet. You can gather enough information to start to look at that and say, this is something we need to move on, this should go here, this should take this amount of effort across the board from what you're doing.
Right. Do I need to get an attorney on the phone quickly? We can also package in help text, so your intake staff will know exactly what to say, what questions to ask. And that's just the intake side. That's not even getting into the case management side of things.
And that's what I was just going to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, the case is signed, you're working on the case. How does this help the lawyer as they process the case?
Sure.
Build the case up for settlement or for trial. Well, they're all leading to trial if they don't settle, but to really work up the case.
So it's really about pushing, the bigger philosophy is just driving the case forward as quickly as possible, right? So getting them from the investigation stage to treatment. And so there's a few things that really help with that. Like the firm management has a dashboard so they can see where every case is, see what, their paralegals are doing, maybe where there are bottlenecks in the workflow. And then the paralegals, on their dashboard have a view of, okay, if the firm says we want our paralegals to call the client every 30 days, they'll have a tickler. They'll have something that it comes up and they'll be able to see it in red and just really move the case forward to resolution as quickly as possible.
How does it sell? Does it sell per seat per lawyer or the firm, or how does it work?
So since we're launching next month, we're still kind of testing out pricing, but I think it's going to be the usual kind of SaaS model, right? So a little bit of implementation depending on the customizations that the firm needs, and then depending on the number of users and training, the monthly subscription.
And is the core development team and the team located in Raleigh?
Yep. So we're actually out of Durham, and all of our development is done in the States. So our team is very near our office in Durham, and we work really closely with them, and we've really got a great group of developers.
How'd you like TechShow?
I always love Tech Show. I always love Tech Show. I love, it's always good to catch up with people I haven't seen in a while, and learn new things. Again, we were really pumped after Eric's presentation yesterday. We got a lot of really good feedback. So yeah, it's been a really great experience.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.